Hi everyone, welcome to Belinda's DIYs. For this first project, I'm going to be using a Dollar Tree oil pan. You heard me right, an oil pan. You know that Dollar Tree carries these side tables and they're in the plus area. And although I love them, I think that the top is a little bit too small. And so this is when the oil pan comes in. What I'm gonna do is create a tray that'll sit on top of the table that'll be a little bit wider. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've spray painted it in the color white. Dollar Tree carries this braid rope and it comes in different colors. So what I'm going to do with it is just hot glue it to the side panel of the pan, and I'm going to create some sort of design. I'm going to start by hot gluing one row at the bottom. And then I'll start with the second row. And this is how it looks with the second row done. And now I'm going to take the rope up. So I'm going to hot glue it and then I'm going to bring it back down. And I'm just going to continue with that pattern until I go all around. And this is how it turned out. And now I'm just going to cut off my cord and then just glue the end. I'm going to be using this placemat from Walmart, and what I'm going to do is just outline the bottom of the pan, and then I'm going to cut it and insert that piece into my pan. And now I'm just going to trim the inside of my pan with the same rope. And this is how the pan turned out. I'm going to be gluing it down with this super glue epoxy. Now that I've added my glue, I'm going to go ahead and set my tray on top of my little side table. I've put some weight on there and I'm going to let the glue harden overnight. Have you seen these candle holders at Dollar Tree? I really like them. When I saw them, I knew what I wanted to do with them. Because of those leaves coming out on the side, they just reminded me of a chandelier for some reason. And since chandeliers have crystals dangling off, I decided to put some beads on my candle holders and kind of give them the illusion as miniature chandeliers. I'm going to be using these solar lights for my candle holders, and these I just purchased not too long ago, so this is a new item from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be removing the bottom part of these solar lights because I'm going to be spray painting them. And I'm also going to spray paint the beads and also the candle holders. I'll be using this spray paint and it's in the color Sand Dollar. Okay, so the spray paint has dried on my candle holders and also the bottom part of my solar lights. Down at the bottom, the solar lights have a switch, so I'm going to turn mine on, and then I'm going to slip the bottom part back on. Next, I'm going to come in with some hot glue and put it up at the top of the candle holder and then place my solar light on top. The spray paint on my beads has also dried, and now what I'm going to do is drape these beads on the tip of the leaves of the candle holders. So I'm needing for the leaves to have a little bit of a flat surface up at the top, so I'm just going to give them a little bend. I'm going to cut the string of beads in half, and then I'm going to add a dot of hot glue there on the tip of the leaf, and then I'm going to place one end of my bead. And then I'm going to repeat the same step to the opposite side. And then I'm going to cut the string of beads again, and this time I'm going to place the bead underneath the leaf. But first I'm going to add a dot of glue on the bead and then just place it underneath the leaf. And this is how it looks with the beads. And now I'm going to repeat the same step to the other candle holder. Now for this next DIY, I'm going to be taking 4 of these placemats from Dollar Tree. Did you know that you could make pillows out of them? No? Well, let me show you. To start off, I'm going to make 8 pom-poms just like this one, and let me show you how. I cut out a cardboard, and this is a 3 by 3 approximately. I'm going to start off by cutting a string of yarn, and this is about 6 inches long or so, give or take. I'm going to lay it flat there on the table. And so now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to wind the yarn around the cardboard around 50 times. Next, I'm going to remove the yarn as you see me do there, and then I'm going to place it over this string of yarn, and I'm going to center it, and then I'm going to tie a knot in the center. And I'm going to make sure that I tie it real tight. Next, I'm going to go in with my scissors and cut all the loops. And now I'm going to trim off the yarn, and I'm going to try to go in a circle. And that is how I created all these 8 pom-poms. So the next thing that I'm going to do is hot glue the pom-poms onto one side of one of the placemats, as I'm showing you right there. So I'm going to place it and hold it down until the glue hardens. So now I'm going to turn it around and put another pom-pom directly across it. And then I just continue to add the rest of the pom-poms. And this is how it looks once I've put all my pom-poms on my placemat. Now I'm going to place another placemat on top of it, and I'm going to hot glue them together by just going around the edges. I left an opening so that I can put my cotton through there. And now I'm going to seal that opening up by applying some more hot glue. The last thing that I did is stitch some yarn around the edge of my pillows. This will give it a decorative touch, but also reinforce the glue. For this, I am using a needle that's 4 yarn. For this last DIY, I'm going to be using this Christmas ornament, and I've already removed the top part of it as I'm showing you right there. And I'm also going to be using this old candle stand that I've had already for a while, but what I'm going to do is just paint it and just take away that dark brown that it has. I'll be using some acrylic paint in the color Granite Gray. So I'm just going to dry brush some of that paint. I don't want it to be completely covered. I do want some of that brown to peek through. And then with a paper towel, I still rub some of that paint off. Next, I'll be painting the Christmas ball in the color Spring Green. Now I'm going to let the paint dry. Next, I'm going to place my ball onto my candle holder, and I'm going to attach it with some hot glue. I'm going to be adding these green gems from Walmart onto my ball, and these were only 97 cents a bag. I started hot gluing each gem one by one using some hot glue, and I went all around the ball till I covered it with the gems. For filming purposes, I did use hot glue, but preferably it would be better to use super glue. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know which was your favorite DIY. Until my next video, bye bye and God bless.